Good morning. It is, what time is it? It is 9 o'clock. So I've been up for a little while. And I thought I'd go ahead and read a story now. And maybe I'll read another one later. That way, if I get busy, I don't know what I'm busy about. But I do have some work to do today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. It is sunshiny outside. And it looks like a good day to take a walk. Or to go play outside in the yard. So maybe that's what I'll do. I think there's some stuff I need to do out in the yard. I hope that it's going to get warm enough to start planting flowers, because last night it was super cold. But I hope that today it starts to get warm enough and I can start thinking about flowers. So I'm going to have to go up to the attic and find some new books, because the books I have downstairs I'm starting to run out of. But I did find Minnie's New Bike. Minnie's New Bike. And you can tell this is an old book. Looks like somebody spilled something on it. But we can still read it, right? So, it says, one day, as Minnie was about to go to the park, a big red delivery truck stopped in front of her house. Minnie watched the driver as he took a large cardboard box out of the truck. I wonder what's in that package, Minnie thought. What do you think it is? The driver carried the box to Minnie's door. Package for Minnie Mouse, he said with a smile. Looks like someone is getting a very special surprise. Minnie looked at the tag on the box. It's from my favorite aunt, she said. She always sends me the best presents. Oh, the driver helped Minnie unpack the box. Inside, it was the most beautiful bike Minnie had ever seen. It was bright pink with a violet seat. Violet's kind of like purple. And it had colorful streamers dangling from the handlebars. The handlebars also had a basket and a shiny bell attached to them. Well, you sure are a lucky girl, the driver said. I know a lot of kids who would love to have a bike like this. I hope you enjoy it. Allie and Owen, that looks a little bit like a bike your mom used to have. After the driver left, Minnie examined every part of her wonderful new bicycle. This is absolutely the best bike I have ever seen, Minnie said to herself. Nobody I know has a bike like this. Just wait until I show Daisy and Penny. And she wants to go show her bike to her friends. Minnie jumped on her bike and started pedaling toward the park. Whee! She pedaled faster and faster, ringing the bell and waving whenever she saw someone. And they waved back. It's nice to wave back. When Minnie got to the park, Penny and Daisy came running up to her. Wow, where did you get that super bike? Penny shouted. Is it yours? Daisy wanted to know. Yes, Minnie said. My aunt sent it to me. It's all mine. Can we take turns riding it? Daisy asked. Well, I don't know, Minnie stammered. The bike is all new and shiny. I'm afraid it might get dirty, or else the paint might get scratched. Besides, I haven't really had a chance to ride it much myself. Please let us ride it, Penny cried. We'll be very careful. We'll just go a little way up the path and then come right back. I don't want anyone else to ride my new bike, but I also don't want my friends to feel disappointed, thought Minnie. What should I do? What do you think she should do? She today. Maybe I'll let you ride my bike some other time, Minnie said. She got back on her bike and pedaled away. Daisy and Penny watched Minnie ride away. It's not very nice of Minnie to not let us have a turn, Penny said. It's not like her to be so selfish. She can keep her silly old bike, said Daisy. Minnie rode all around the park, but something was wrong. She still liked her bike, but riding it wasn't so much fun anymore. She kept thinking about Penny and Daisy. It's the park. See the kite up in the sky? When Minnie came back around the path, she saw Penny and Daisy sitting under a tree together. They were laughing and talking to each other. It's no fun being by myself, Minnie thought to herself. She rode up behind the tree and called, "Hey, you two, what's up?" What's up? Daisy and Penny turned around. "Oh, Minnie, we're so glad you came back," they said. "We were hoping we could try your bike." Penny jumped up and said, "Will you let me ride your new bike now? I promise to be very careful with it." Minnie got off the bike. "Well, okay, Penny," she said, "but you better be careful." Penny jumped on the bike and rode up and down the path. When she got back, she shouted, "This bike is so great. You're so lucky to have it, Minnie." It's hard to share my brand new bike, but it was harder to miss out on fun with my friends, thought Minnie. Daisy took her turn next. She rode up the path, but before she knew it, she was headed for a great big mud puddle. Splash! Minnie's bike was covered with mud. "Oh no," said Daisy, "look what I did." Minnie came running over. She looked at her muddy bike and her heart sank. "I'm so sorry, Minnie," Daisy said. "It was an accident. I'll wash your bike for you so it will look shiny and new again." "I know you must be very angry," Penny said. "Well, I am a little upset," Minnie admitted. Then she saw how unhappy Daisy looked and said, "Cheer up, everybody. The bike is a little muddy, but we can still ride it. Who wants to go first?" Penny and Daisy clapped their hands. "Thank you, Minnie," Daisy said. "The bike is wonderful, but most wonderful of all is having a friend like you. I found that out today." Minnie smiled at her friends and said, "I found out something today too. When you share what you have with friends, it's not half the fun, it's twice the fun." So that book was all about sharing. Sometimes it's really hard to share our things because we want them all to ourselves. But then the funny thing about that is then when we see other people with their things, we usually want them to share with us, even when sometimes we don't want to share with them. So I think sometimes it's okay to keep something for yourself for a little bit, especially if it's new. But it's also really good to have a lot of people to have fun with. So I think your moms and dads can help you know when it's time to share and when it's okay just to have something be just yours for a little bit. So just a thought, but when it's time for something to be just yours for a little bit, you have to remember that sometimes that means other people can do the same thing. But like Minnie learned, it's really good to have friends and to do things with your friends instead of just worrying about your things, right? So that is our Monday morning lesson for the week. And hopefully it's going to be a great, great day. I love you. Bye.